Fire. It was all I could see anymore. The sting of its tongue had struck before, the victim, my first hut. Powerless to defend itself, it burned, screaming in agony with the roar of a lion. One that had just burned itself. And now, before me once again, another hut has fallen victim to its merciless touch. I vowed it would never happen again, and yet here it stands once again, victorious and mocking my defeat. I would vow to never again let this happen, but statistically speaking, it will.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Under the Ocean. As you can see, I'm floating on a hunk of wood. I've got zero inventory, and by all appearances, you could assume that I have started the game over. And if you make that assumption, then you would be correct. I had some issues, as you may have seen in the admittedly random opener to this video, but yeah, I had a problem. As you probably saw in the last episode, if you watched the last one, I had a fire that was actually in my inventory. I had wood that was burning somehow. It just lit up one day. And when I got back to my base, well, I kind of opened my inventory. The wood came down that I could see. It was burning, and it touched my hut, and it started a fire. How that happens, I really have no idea. But you know what? It's alpha. These things can happen, and that's not a big deal. So I did try and put the fire out. I tried to dunk individual bits of wood, and that was going kind of successfully. But the game really started slowing down. I restarted it once. It didn't help. I tried to kind of chug my way through it, and the game crashed on me. And then every time I came back in, I could not load the world. So basically the game would just freeze when I would hit play. It did that a bunch of times. I tried restarting the game, restarting my computer. It was a no-go, so as far as I'm concerned, it was a lost cause. It wasn't worth any more time. And I jumped into the base game, which is what we're in here. And in running around in here, I realized, wow, the frame rate's really good in here. There's all kinds of new things and that I wasn't seeing in that random world that I had, which I suppose is possible. And I thought, you know what, let's just start here this time, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, well, at least in this first kind of area we do have the basics, enough to take down these trees, and with the axe and stuff we can come out here and bust up these crates before we head inland further. So let's go ahead and get cracking on that. So we'll just kind of click the axe, chop away at this. Let's see what we've got. Looks like another spearhead there. And what is this? This is bandages, I believe. Yes. We will take those. Okay, that was the hammer. This was another spearhead. We'll stick that there. And crate piece used for firewood. Okay. Because we have a lot of space right now, we'll just go ahead and take that. And let's bust this guy up. See what treasure it holds. It's got a rifle and ammo. It's always good, right? We'll just kind of... Ooh, it's getting hard to see. It's dark in here. Maybe if we do that. There we go. We'll go into construction mode to put some of this stuff away. Much easier to see. Okay, what else we have laying around here? Alrighty. Crate pieces. We got stone. We could bust up the stone. I think that gives us more stone pieces, which actually... Oh, we need the pick. That's right. The rocks would be good, because with the rocks we can make stone blocks, and then we can start really cranking on things. And I do like having driftwood, but I find that I've been using that more as a... just kind of as eye candy with the huts. So let's go ahead and see if we can't bust this thing up. I think, yeah, we can just pull that out. Rotate these. Boy, the game is running a lot better here in this base mode, so I think this is going to be the way to go. Okay, just more crate pieces. Now, is my raft still out here, or was that the raft I just picked up? I'm not sure. It may have just kind of come into shore eventually. Looks like it did. Okay, I think we've got pretty much all we need from the shore right here, at least for now. I wouldn't mind kind of building the hut out here. It's kind of cool having it by the water. But I think what we'll do... Wait, that said edible. What was that? Edible tomato. Ah, look at that. We'll go ahead and take that. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and cruise in here. So we're going to chop some trees. And again, I'm going to kind of shake these. I talked about this before where I'd seen in a video somebody shake these and the coconut fell out. But I was never able to do that myself. Give me coconut. No? Alright. Well, we're going to get to cracking on chopping these things down. And then we'll hit up some of those crates and everything. So let's do this. Let's chop. Let's be for chopping. We have so much wood to gather. Now this is going to be interesting. How much wood are we going to get from this? Because I want to say that it was bugged when I was getting wood before because it was giving me a ton. So let's see what this gives us now. Okay, so that gave us... Well, no, look at that. It gave us quite a bit. Interesting. Alright. Maybe it wasn't bugged. What do I know? Okay, now last time this caused me trouble to have wood kind of stick out of the inventory like this, but... You know, I'm a risk taker, so let's go ahead and do it anyway. I want to carry as much of this as I can. We're gonna get reestablished. We're not gonna let the burning of 2 huts put us down. That's nothing. We got a couple trees here. We're gonna have all kinds of planks. We might make ourselves a mansion, bed and all. Well, after a good amount of chopping and placing, you can see we've got a whole lot of wood up here, plenty more laying around. So yeah, wood is not going to be a problem. At least not for a while. So what we need to do is decide where we're going to start setting up shop. So yeah, I think I could run in for quite a ways and continue to be dissatisfied with every place I run across as far as putting a hut down. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and build it probably... Oh look, there's the top of my tree. I actually tried to run through the screen with this. I want to try it again. And it disappeared, and I thought, oh, that's something to keep in mind. Don't try and carry items through your screen when you're moving from one to the other. But I actually tried it out with a log, and it made it through just fine. So I do want to test this again. Let's see here. Okay, so I did make it through, and I think it's because I actually held it this whole time. Last time I let go when the screen transitioned, and this thing disappeared, so it looks like it just shot it across the screen. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and leave this here. But yeah, we're gonna set the hut up either on this screen or back on the shore. What do we want to do? Now, I've seen a couple videos, I believe screenshots too, and it seems like a lot of people do play this bit. Oh, why did I throw that? When you right click, you chuck whatever you got in your hand. But anyway, it seems like a lot of people... curses. Curse you. Get up there. Okay. It does seem like a lot of people set up their hut kind of here on the shoreline, so we wouldn't want to be like everyone else. So we're going to go ahead and we'll move this into the next right over here, just right over here. Here we go. And I think I might be able to get up on this rock. No, actually I can't. So that actually might be cool if we go ahead and build the hut like here. It might be that I could kind of get a cool stairway or something up there, and we could get up on top of that rock. So that might be pretty sweet. There's no rope. So as far as I know, there's no other way up there unless you go into the next screen. Oh, look at that. Ugh. You go into the next screen and maybe you can come over the top. I have no idea, no clue. But yes, we're going to go ahead and establish the hut. The new hut right here. Of course, I'm going to need to move a lot of this junk out of the way, so I guess we'll get back to chopping, and this will be eventually our new home. Okay, well, I've got this area pretty well cleared out. You can see the screen move until I get it right about here and it stops. This wood over here on the right is pretty much at the edge of the screen. And this part over here, this is where we start to get underneath the rock. If I go into construction mode, you can see it a little easier. So yeah, I think between here and where the wood is over here, we're going to go ahead and get set up. So what I need initially is some small planks. So we're just going to go ahead and get some of that stuff made. And I'll probably need much more than that. And let's keep going here. Okay, we got a good chunk of them, and let's just do, I think maybe these ones will give me more than 3. Good little experiment, let's see. Nope, 3. Alright, looked bigger, but I guess not. So, let's see, we want to let those drop. So this is pretty much the ground level, and we'll raise it up a little bit, because I believe, no, I kind of clipped through these guys. I don't know how to get these stumps up. It says to cut them for firewood, but yeah, I can't really cut them with anything, not with the saw or the axe. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and sink some of these poles in the ground and get kind of a... Why did you stick together? Can I break you guys apart? Sometimes stuff just gets stuck together like this, and you just can't do anything about it. But that said, if I rotate this, look at that. It's almost like a roof. Alright. Alright, we'll just hang on to that. Now, let's see. Hopefully none of this other stuff does that. Nope. So we're going to start with floor, and we are on the current layer here. So that's what we want, because we want to be able to... move rock out of the way? No, we want to be able to walk along this. So, I can I move this guy too? Nay. Okay. Wait a second. Where did this get stuck? What is going on? What in tarnations? Is that like wedged there now? Alright, well I guess it used that as a foundation, except now I'm dancing. What's going on? It's like I'm on a log in a river or something, trying to stay on it. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's see. Can we not move this? No, move any of this? Did I stick it to this? I don't know what happened. Change the layer here and see if I can't grab and move some of these things. What are you sticking to? No, unlock. Release. Let go. Something. Oh boy. Okay, well, this is how it goes, you know. Look at him wig. Well, I'm going to play around with this a bit more and see if we can't fix this. Okay, believe it or not, I was able to resolve the issue. I basically dragged the hammer out and crafted it into a window. So, at least it got out of the way. So what we want to do is try that again, but I don't want to attach it to that, like that's kind of showing up there. And I just can't for the life of me remove it, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to set the floor maybe above it, and yeah, so that way we just don't have to deal with it. Why not? So let's see, we're going to get in here and just probably do 3 or 4 of these together just to establish the base floor. And that's... should I go over this way? Let's think about that. Sure. Actually, that's pretty close to the edge. Maybe what we'll do... something like this, maybe? No, I think we'll bring the floor over here. And then we'll ramp it on this side, maybe. What do you think? Something like that. And then this guy's just kind of off waiting for us. And then we'll do the ramp over on this side. Something like that. Now, unfortunately, I just realized that I'm going to be stuck here. Let's see. We'll just do something like that for now. As odd as that is. And I don't think I can get up there. No. Maybe if I hop jump. There we go. Okay, now check this out. We're going to jump and construction mode. Okay, so now we're going to rotate this back and make this the floor. Like so. I'll drop down. There we go. So we got the ramp, which we can easily jump up since he seems to run slow uphill. He has a hard time dragging himself up the ramp. But yeah, that's kind of that. So what I want to do is I do want to set some foundations in here. And let's go ahead and go construction mode. And let's see, we want this to be on our current layer. Actually, we don't have to in order for it to support stuff, so we're going to actually set it back one and do it here. Same with this guy. Something in there. Wish the words would move out of the way. I don't need to know its name this whole time. That's okay. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. I don't know that I need one in the middle right now. Let me think about that. Now, I do like the idea for storage of having these on each side, kind of to line these up. And that may not make sense to you right now, but visually in my mind, I've kind of got this idea. We actually need one of these for measuring, so I want these to stack at about like that. And we want the beam to have enough room for it to fit between. So something like that. We'll bring this over. Move this guy in. Something like that. Can I fit another one? That's the question. If I do that. Let's see. If we move this guy over, not quite. Is there a way for me to swing this? I'd like to get 3 kind of columns set up. If I get that there, and this one, oh yeah, we got room there. I know this still probably doesn't make sense to you, but I'm gonna keep going here. You shall see. Okay, so that looks like this fits in between without quite touching. Maybe not so much on that one. Move this over a bit more. That's over. Oh, it's touching the stump. That's why. Okay, well, I won't be able to put anything there. That's fine. I kind of like how this is looking right here. So let's go ahead, and if I drop this, you'll see that it goes through the floor. And of course, I didn't think about my floor being uneven underneath. But essentially, I'll be able to stack wood back here kind of like this, and it will go all the way up behind my floor and above, and won't block me. I'll be able to run through it, so that's kind of cool. But in order for that to work, this stick is going to cause problems for me. And these won't reach all the way across. I need basically a floor in the back, like that back layer back here, like so, to kind of capture the wood that falls down, so I can keep everything even. I have to think about how I'm going to do that. I could go kind of halfway, something like this. Let's go ahead and do that. Roll back up to the front, bring this guy out. We need the, where's my saw? You are not a saw, you are a log. Okay, I'll bust this up. Roll it back a layer. So if I did something like this, of course I don't have one over here. I don't want you. I want, no, you, no, you, yes. Cool. So anyway, I do want something over here. I guess I could connect it to the ramp. It's not that big a deal. Raise it up here maybe. What is Weem talking about? He's making this weird looking, what is going on? He's lost it. He's lost too many huts and he's going crazy. Yeah, that might be the case. Okay, cool. So we're one layer back. We've kind of got these cross sections here, so I'm expecting these to kind of catch the wood. If I roll this one back a layer and kind of put it here, I should be able to basically pull these out. Now, one thing to note is when you have stuff in your inventory, when you go to pull it out, whatever layer you're on is the layer it's going to pull it into. So technically, I don't need to do this. I don't need to scroll to layer 1, drag it out, rotate it, and then scroll it back to a back layer. I can actually just stay on this back layer and pull this out. You'll see it starts transparent like these do, and then it goes green and solid, so you can see it's now part of this layer. So basically, if all goes well, I should be able to hit the space bar, yay, and have it stack. Excellent. Very nice, and it's in the background, so it will not obstruct me. And we should be able to do that over here as well. Something like this area. And then we do this one. Yes. And this one. And I think we'll just leave it at that for now. Let's go ahead and jump out. Look at that. It's so nice and neat. Very nice.